All right, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Minetest Gameplay of Sorts. Yes, and it is 65.6 degrees in Chicagoland. Beautiful day out. We are finished up with this new kind of cliffside, hillside modern house. Look at that. Completely tore out every tree with my bare hands and replaced it with a pine tree. Very nice. But we will get there. Finish this room. Nice. There was a chicken here. Oh, now I've been playing for the entire week and the chicken was sitting in the chair. Where'd he go? He's gone. So the bedroom is done. Cool. And the bathroom. Well, we saw that last time. And got TV in a weird place, but I like it. So this one is done. Oh, there's one more room that is done. And then we will move on to, oh, then here's the server room. Gotta have server. Very nice. And then this room here, I didn't want to put another living room, so I put trees. Yeah. I think it looks cool. Well, I do, with a nice super desk. And it's just meant to be a pass-through to the great outdoors. Hi, Mr. B. And I'm playing around with this idea of a little path. So it's done. I don't want to keep adding things to it. But there you have it. So that's done. So I got on this little kick of, I was just messing around after work one night and decided to open this area up and play with the lighthouse. Because the lighthouse just looked too drab. And there you have it. So now we have like sort of living quarters in with the lighthouse. And nothing really changed on the inside. It's just got more room. And more lag. Because there's an elevator. So you don't have to crawl all the way up to the observation point. Cool. And I made major changes to this, which we're going to see before we tackle this. So there. I think it turned out pretty cool. We will do a fly around in a second. And because I want to get to the other part. So, like I said, and it's got emergency stairs that go all the way up for realism. So for the washroom's in the basement. There's the whales. And got to have a place for them to do their laundry. Whoever is stationed there. So that turned out. That added everything that I needed. You come out here and there's a path. Because this is part of the education, the outdoor museum part. You have a path going all the way over here. I have a major problem with my stairs or with my fences. I added some mod that there is a problem here. So if I take the acacia fence and the applewood fence, and then I absolutely love these rails. However, if you place the acacia fence and you go with a rail, you can see how I played with the textures. They're off. So that's fine. I've been trying to update the textures of that. But the main problem is that whatever I did, whatever mod I added, these default Apple fences no longer connect at all. So they're relatively useless. So I have to figure that out. But because I didn't want to use fences, but I don't like that these are so close. You shouldn't need a fence post every if you think that these blocks are 3 by 3, you shouldn't need a fence post. So I went with the cobblestone wall because you don't want people falling off your cliff. There. So that is that. I have to play with that. It's really strange because if I create a new world and just use the default fences. Now I do remember getting a error with the home decor fence or something. So I think that's playing around with it. The other problem is I can never really update the mods in this world because they will cause crashes. And a lot of the textures, like when Mom and Pops updated their texture or their mod from the original version to a second version, I had to go back through every single build and replace all the kitchen cabinets and everything else. So that's a real possibility that you run into. So this world is perpetually stuck in 5.1, and that would be okay because you can always get previous versions. And I have 3 years invested in this. I really don't want to try to remake all this stuff. So there's the lighthouse. I added some texturing because the cobblestone was just awful. It's not awful. It's when you use it all as the only material. So I gave it the weathered treatment. And I think it turned out pretty cool. So there. And that also goes into play when somebody says, oh, do a download of your world. And you go, well, unless you're using version 5.1, you can't. So, and I've mutilated some of the mods to make them do what I wanted to do. And that causes a problem. But nevertheless, I like it. I added doors here so people can come up here and they can come out, have a picnic, go see the lighthouse. Everything's connected now, where before it wasn't connected. The real cool thing about this is I redid a lot of the area in here and put a border around for that. So the real changes came down here. I opened this up and I don't know why I didn't do it the first time. And yes, there is a extremely amount of lag over here because of the active blocks and everything. So we have this this opening. This has all been opened. We have this opening. You come down here. Nice. But where it really comes in, and I want to so this area has been renovated like 3 different times because it was originally a mansion and then it turned into, there's an elevator, there's secret storage for weapons. When I was into that phase, all the floors are stone. So this building has gone through several renovations. Look at those views. All the default trees have been replaced with pines to give it a foresty look because I'm going for a story rather than just to build, which is what a lot of people do. So you come back here and the aquarium has been extended. The walls and ceilings have been extended. You come over here, and this is where I had some doors set up to get out here, and this was all filled in, and it's all open now. So you got this real nice way to overlook the entire conservatory. More chickens. Made the water deeper. So you could access anywhere from in here. Like the sauna is going to go away, and there's other changes that are going to be made here. Like this is going to be extended so you can see the whales better. It's going to continue on. There you go. There's the whales. And I'm going to do something with this area. Plus you need to have stairs here, because if those elevators go out, it is going to be a OSHA standard. This is going to be done away with. So there is going to be a roof here. Or not a roof. A floor here. And extend. All this is going to be extended. This was supposed to be the original kitchen and dining room of the house. And then you had the living room right here, so you could overlook everything. So there is that. Close the elevator doors. But it's coming along nicely. I'm going to get out of here because this lag is just... And I solved one of my crashing problems. So every once in a while, the whole game would just crash. And a look in the debug text file told me that it was the pets, squirrels, that were trying to index a nil value. And it was in the climbing. So when the squirrels decided to climb, if the condition was right, it would crash. So unfortunately, I have done away with the squirrels. I found the pets configuration file, pets.conf file, and they are no longer here until I fix it. And I also, when I went back to the pets, to the mod website, the forum, they do not have any previous version of pets. They are not going to, they don't want legacy code, so they're not going to support older versions. So where that comes in, and even the pets mod that I'm using is not supported by 5.3. It is only supported by, it is 5.4. I'm running it on a server that is 5.1. Can you see the problem there? So, yeah, I truly wonder if we're supposed to have, look at, there's a shark sunbathing. How nice. Get back in the water. He's looking at that fox over there. And that fox is looking at the shark, looking at the fox. Kind of sounds like that old poem, "This is the house that Jack built. This is the mouse that lives in the house that Jack built. This is the cat that ate the mouse that lives in the house of Jack," and you just keep going on and on and on. Yeah. And so there is that. So I need a personality. So what we have here is we have a flower. Many flowers, because I haphazardly took out that area. I like doing that though. The landscaping part, it is real cool to have, come home after a hard day, or whatever, the old cliche of work, and then just relax by doing landscaping and stuff and building. So I got onto this tear when I was finishing the cliffside house over there. I just started renovating this whole area, So you can see how the aquarium over here is larger. I extended it, and I'm going to extend this to make it look more in proportion and to give a better look. But there's an overall look of everything there. That is so cool. And then you have the other quarters. I want to redo this area here. But what we're going to do now is we're going to play with this house, because the idea that I have is I'm going to use Aspen to come out by 3. See, that's 4. I want to come out by 3, connect it right about here, and then it's going to be Aspen and bricks. Now, the other problem I have is that this is too high. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not really too high. And that comes out to here. So we're going to be using this as the base. So this tree has to go away. As much as I don't like removing trees, it has to go away. I want to build it in. So I want to start here. I wonder, because these are all on, I'm trying to get that perfect there. So these are all on whatever. Why can't I talk? And why did it just do that? I'm so used to just hitting. There we go. Boom. It's gone. Except for that part there. Because I want to get now this is the flooring, so the flooring is going to change, and I really do like that aspen. So let us go grab the aspen. That pool's going away too. We're going to take this and we're going to see here. Now, do I want to use, if I come out by 3 and leave that, this would be the floor, because what we have is the grass, and then we have, that's the floor of the ceiling. So we need to do that. And we want to save this doorway somehow. And I want to make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 15, then 1, 2, and 3. So basically, what we're doing is just playing around here. We're going to stack that by, did I say 18? Doesn't matter, 18, because we're in the air. 19. It should have been 19. Why is it 19? Cool. And I really don't want to take away from that. So these outer blocks might be changed. Because it's supposed to give. All right. So we have this here. And so that means this. We're going to. We're just going to automatically do 19 because we know this works. So to make this look good, we're going out 19. I like the idea of wraparound. 1, 5, 16. I could almost get away with doing this. I picked a bad area to pick this. There is a lot of stuff going on in this area. Oh, cool. All right, so we have that. Now is where the fun comes in, because I have to choose materials. I like that. That is cool. Now, to give this less of a blocky feeling, I'm going to use the cut down boards, like the half, and that'll give that. So this, now what material do I want to use? I'm thinking we're only going to go, we're only going to go 4 high. And then in where we had patios going all the way around, we're just going to have kind of I'm thinking here. Now these are going to be divided up. There's going to be a hallway. It's going to be a full-fledged house. You know what I wanted to do? And I might do it. I wanted to change the texture, because that's going to get real monotonous real quick. So let's see here, because I want to see how my division is going to stack out. I have no idea what I'm doing here, but let us incorporate this into the hillside here. I want to see. Well, that would work. Where's my door? Oh boy. What happened to... There's the door. See, the problem is, did I just cover that up again? Nice. The problem is, we have to make this a pass-through. I don't want to do this. I don't want to spend like nine hours on this, because I got things to do, man. That's going to be the roof. It's going to be a wall. And everything's going to change. Everything's subject to change. But we need a way to come down. See, that's open, and that's not going to work. But I'm going to fill that in. And this has to change, because if we come over here where this whole area is, it's going to be a hallway. I love that sound. Whoever came up with that. I don't know. I think I'm not going to like this. But the cool thing about this game is that I want to incorporate some stone in here too. The cool thing about this is that it can all be undone. So now if I come over here and do the same thing. So I want this kind of edge here. Let's get some, I believe, black glass. I want to keep it the same as I don't know. Cool. Look at that. Because it's supposed to give like a modern look, which is fine. And this is the developmental stages. I don't know if any of this stuff, so there's going to be center supports. I don't know if any of this stuff is going to actually stay. I want to get rid of that pool, but then I thought I don't really have to. And I want to put in a different, I want to mix in different textures. Now you see, I didn't think this one through. 5, rid of this, and then 5, and that's 8. So what I can do is I can do something like that, but 1, 2, 3, 4, no, okay. I want to get this to a point where I can put a roof on it. Nice leg. I want to get this to a certain point where I can put a roof on it. So we're going to go 1 and 2. We're going to stack this by 1, 2, 3. Accidentally put like 300. Now we got to figure out a roof. The cool thing is, I know what I want to do. I want to do something like this. All right, so for right now, we're going to set this. That's too much. You know what? Doesn't matter. Why didn't that? I was going to say, didn't, 2. We're going to set nodes as default stone. Set nodes as stone. Bloom. Because I want it to blend in with nature. And that looks horrible. It's gotta, nope, it's going to have to mimic the roof for right now until I can figure out what I'm going to do with it. And this one's not going to have like, what do you call it? A point. Like let's see. Let's stack this by 16 just to see what it does. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And that should do it. Okay. So that looks like crap. I don't want to take away from the nature. You know what? I think because it is too tall. I think the overhang is fine. Let us do this. So let us shoot the... Shoot the... That doesn't work. Let's drop this by 1 and see how that looks. So move 1, boom. And I bet you that's going to give a whole different appearance. Okay. I can get by that. So now what's going to happen is, because we're already at 30 minutes. All right. Ooh. I don't know. You know what the problem is this section here is too tall too. I'm wondering if I can move this entire area down. Oh, I also fixed the cave. Now it looks more real. And all this is closed in. That big, huge gully is now gone. It was right here. It's all filled in. I'm purposely going away from the house to see how, when I come back, I weatherized this lighthouse, and I took out the fountains and completely took out. I still have to finish this section here so that boats can actually get through from the ocean into the harbor here. The problem is the same problem that I had with, this doesn't look right. So we're going to try one more thing before we go. And the reason why is now that was stupid, because all I had to do is come in here, and we're going to move this. We're going to try something real quick, and if it fails, it fails. So we're going to move this in by 1. Boom. Here's the method to the madness as I type gibberish on my screen. There we go. Here's the method to the madness. I'm going to lower everything by 1. So what we want here, this also will take care of, because I have this pillar right here, which goes the entire length of the property. So if I come in here and I do, we're going to take this as 1. Now there's no return. There's no return. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. So it might. Let's get rid of this real quick. That's going to be blended in. The stone will blend in. So you ready? You ready? Boom. There's no going back. We're all doomed. That looks a lot better. That was the trick. That was the trick. Main. All right. So there we go. Here's the idea. We preserve this. This is going to be stone, because there's going to be a pass through. It's built into the side of the mountain. Do you ever notice who came up with this? People don't pronounce T's with mountain, and you hear people say button. Who in English class thought that that would be a good idea to remove the T sound, or am I just showing my age? Because I hear people say mountain and button, and it really sounds, whenever I hear a person say it, it sounds very, very off. And I don't care what people do. You say whatever you want, but does anybody else notice that? So, you went off on a 20-minute rant on why people say button. Great content there. Heck, people don't watch the videos to the end anyway. I could say whatever I want. I could just sit here and say "duh" for 20 minutes after a certain point. I do like this. This is going to be like a hallway around, and it's going to come into a big living room area. This big living room area over here. I might actually move these posts, because what we'll have is like a room, and another room. I just have to figure out how to make this correspond. I just did. So we have the hallway going here. I'm not particularly happy with how much wood is here. Meaning, what's the word I'm looking for? This aspen is being overused. So on the outside, there's going to be, I'm going to level this off. So what I mean by that is, let's do this real quick. We're going to go into the circular saw, put that in there. We're going to go half blocks. And come on. Since nothing is going to be built there, we can get rid of that, and we can put a half block in. So it gives it more it's going to give it more like a less of a texture, and give it some definition, because you saw how on the other one. So let's finish this up, see how this looks. And I could also do this on the reverse. It gives like almost like a tapered roof, which is kind of cool. And I was really worried about how this area was going to turn out, but something had to be done on it. So we could do something. We can't do something like that because this is in the way. Oh. And it really doesn't matter, because oh, that's looking nice. All right, let's go finish the other side and get out of here. I could leave that, but like I said, it doesn't matter. Anything here. Now I could carry that. Because that followed all the way around. Actually, this should have been lowered too. So we're going to do that real quick, because I'm just, I know I'm going to mess something up. Okay. So I am liking this. I had to keep this top. I'm going to blend this top in, and that will fit nicely in here. And this is what I mean by blend. We're going to blend in the top. Nobody's going to see the top anyway. And we can even do something like that. We have that up here now. So I'm wondering if I see I can't bring that down because I wonder how many I might be able to bring that one down. So an overall look, that's not bad. I could actually, now that I think about it, I could have actually brought this out. And I have to do something about the roof. So I'm liking it. It's a start. That looks cool. Well, I think it does. Now this lowered by 1. I really want to get rid of this pool. I think I'm going to do that. And I could make, if I really wanted 1, 2, 3, I could sink. See, I already have that 1, 2, 3 over here. And then, you know what? I don't have to do anything in the inside here. What I do need to do is I do need to figure out what I'm going to do with this pool. And why have a pool inside here when you come out here and you have a swimming area back here? So that's going to take care of that. I'm going to get rid of this pool. And then I'm going to think of what I can do, because I might actually bring the deck around like I used to have on here. So that's going to do it. I think I got it exactly the way I wanted. It looks like a futuristic house. And we will go from there. So we are going to take a screenshot real quick and call it a show. Ooh, I want to get the lighthouse in there as a teaser. Yeah, there we go. And I forgot my screenshot key. There we go. And oh, you see those lines on the roof? Yeah, no problem. So I have a mod on here called Map Fix. So if we come down here and we type in Map Fix space 50, it's going, there it is, all done. It's going to take care of the lines. So like I said, I'm happy with it. And I'm going to do something to hide. I don't want to do anything to this underground house, but I want to bring down like the cave and hide that a little bit, because if you're in the air, you could see that there's an actual house down there. So I'm liking this. I just have to figure out now how to get upstairs. We have a doorway over here. I'm going to change that wall color. I think the aspen's a good thing. What I'm thinking about doing is we have this. I can do a reverse lip on here to give that more texture. Like there. Jeez. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it, because this could, I'm not going to do anything with the top. This could blend this in nicely. Why didn't I think of that? Let's do one side just to see how. And it, like I said, a lot of times a full block is just, it's just too much. And then sometimes a half block just isn't enough. So in Minecraft, they have, you know, that's why you see a lot of Minecrafters use snow for their furniture, because they can sit there and add layers of snow, which is fine. But it also makes things boring. This gives it a whole overall look. Look at that. It's almost like a spaceship now. Now we're getting a little too carried away. But that's it. I think we're onto something really cool here. And what I can do is, now I have something to play with. Get some rooms mapped out here. And we actually do have a way to get down into here, into here. We have not messed up anything with the way down to the lower house. Oh, I forgot about that. That's what that did. Doesn't matter. Down to the lower house and go from there. So that's going to do it. Thank you very much for watching. We're going to go sit out by the fire and just enjoy this peaceful, this peaceful area here and go from there. So until the next video, goodbye.